Level 3, Applied Employment. Unit 4, Listening. Workplace, Health and Safety. Workplaces today can be very complex places, especially with the focus on technological advances, which has created safer working environments. However, we need to remember no workplace is entirely safe. Being informed about the potential dangers and risks reduces the risks of accidents and fatalities. It is the responsibility of employers, whether public or private, to ensure the safety of all employees and to create a safe working environment. This is a responsibility defined in government legislation. But it should be remembered that every employee has a responsibility to follow whatever safety rules are required. Companies must also remember they have a responsibility to ensure the safety of the general public as well. Work safety, what I need to know. It is important that everyone is informed about the risks and best practice. Accidents will happen, and while there have been enormous advances in accident awareness, no workplace can be said to be risk-free. Every organisation is required to have a code of practice which explains safety procedures, whether it is working with hazardous chemicals or potentially dangerous machinery. No organisation is exempt. Restaurants have a code of practice. Schools, agricultural industries, hospitality industries, and tour operators all have specific safety guidelines. Every employer has a duty of care for their employees and customers. There are a few rules to follow which can ensure your safety. Number 1, work tidy. Having a clean workplace or workstation is a good starting point. An untidy situation can lead to stress as well as inefficiency. Number 2, training. Attending a training course on work safety will provide the important information to help you in the workplace. Understanding how to use equipment and machinery safely is the first step, followed by a knowledge of safe practices. Number 3, understanding your workplace. As an employee, you have a responsibility to understand your workplace, and in particular, how it relates to you. Your duties and responsibilities will be outlined in an employment contract, so you should ask questions before you sign anything. Do you know where the fire exits are in your workplace? Do you know where the emergency safety equipment is? Where is the first aid box kept? Number 4, reading labels. If you work with dangerous chemicals, make sure you read the labels before you use them. The label will provide directions for uses, a warning about using the product, and instructions about use. Number 5, pay attention to all signs in the workplace. Read them and follow exactly what is suggested. The signs are there for an important reason. If a sign tells you to wear a mask, then that is what you must do. Signs should always be visible, clear, and legible. Number 6, maintenance and service of equipment. This should be done regularly by following the instructions in the service manual, which should be close to hand. In many cases, the manual will be kept in a plastic case hanging safely from the machine. Sometimes machinery will be serviced by the manufacturer and a date prescribed for regular servicing. Keeping machines properly serviced is good business sense. It can reduce the possibility of machines failing as well as accidents. If you know how to do a maintenance check, or if you're asked to do so, check the manual first and switch off the machine before you start. If you are not properly trained, never attempt to fix equipment. Number 7. Reporting accidents, incidents, breakdown. Always report accidents or breakdowns or anything unusual that occurs with equipment to the person responsible for workplace safety in your workplace. A good thing to do is put a sticker or note on any faulty equipment to alert other employees. Do not attempt to fix equipment if you do not know what you are doing. In my experience, the photocopy machine is the most ill-treated piece of equipment in an office. When paper gets jammed or the ink cartridge needs replacing, especially when you're in a hurry, there is a temptation to fiddle, poke and prod without reading the instructions, which are clearly printed on the machine and often revealed on the small screen. Number 8. A workplace is not a playground. Never play around. There are hazards in every workplace, whether a shop, restaurant, office or factory. More accidents occur at work through silliness in the workplace or a joke that goes wrong. Number 9. Common sense. Human error is a chief cause of accidents, but applying common sense can prevent many accidents from happening in the first place. Number 10. Slipping, tripping, and falling. Sometimes when people slip or fall in the workplace, we treat the incident in an amusing way. However, no slip or fall should be treated light-heartedly. They can be serious. They are the most common causes of accidents in workplaces. Spilt liquids on the floor, carpets not fitted properly, objects being placed carelessly in dangerous positions. These are some of the common causes of accidents. The simple rule to remember is follow all safety guidelines. Every task employees are required to carry out as a routine part of their job should be referenced in a work manual. Read the section carefully. Make sure you follow all instructions, however much you think you know what to do.